Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, Big Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. Where I do what I do for you. Got a good lesson lined up for you today. Hope you enjoy it. We ain't going there. Let's do it. Brothers in 24 hours to live by storytelling. Start with a message. Message in the story. Yeah, I'm busting loose. These are life lessons I'm giving. And this is another one of my life lessons. Personal one, okay? Pretty near and dear to my heart. So let's do what we do. Again, I appreciate the viewers. I appreciate the numbers going up. Let's rock. Right Thinker's mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinker's way of life. Remember that way of life? Yeah, through what? Mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment. That's how it's done. And that's my mission, aka know thyself. My mission is for all right thinkers to do just that. Know thyself. And that's the question I'm asking you before we get started the lesson today. A person who knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. Appreciate you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them. With knowledge of self, I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with just that. Knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons that reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. To my yacht, be true. Right thinkers. I went to church yesterday. And I've been doing this for a little while now. And when it's done right, it's a beautiful thing. Let's leave it at that. So, right thinkers, let's talk about religion. When understood and practiced the right way of life, it's a beautiful thing. I experienced that yesterday with my church family. We had a good time up in there. So I'll figure out the way to get that into this lesson. But the lesson today is going to be about when religion is understood, it's a way of life. Religion is living a spiritual lifestyle based on morals, ethics, and principles daily. You conduct yourself, you act a certain way. That's righteous living, spiritual, whatever religion, but we know that's part of being religious. I know the purpose again for religion, and I have respect for those who follow a religion. Again, proper way and well understood. Beautiful thing. Our ancient ancestors lived their spiritual truths, and by doing so, it's called a religion, meaning they lived it, they practiced it, they studied it, they got better at it, meaning it became a way of life. So, in that concept, that's what religion is for, to help you get a structured way of life that will benefit you. That's the intent of religion, no matter which one it is. Really bringing you back to connect you with your higher essence, your original self, your spiritual self, aka God. Okay? So they do that with myths, stories, allegorical stories to teach you how to be and do. Same thing. Religion, here you go, is a choice you can make to follow. That's the idea. No one religion is better than the other. They all profess to get you to God. So pick one, be loyal, faithful. I chose the Egyptian concept. I choose my Yah. There's a whole bunch of other ones you can choose. I'm saying, when you choose it, own it. Don't choose it a little bit and say, well, maybe I want to try it. Nope. For me, it's my Yah in the discussion. So when it comes to me with church, I got my church family. I may ain't my baby child. I mean, I just try to round robin thing, but no, I got a church home that I go, I fellowship. We talk on Wednesday, prayer line. I'm comfortable socializing and fellowshipping with Christian good people. Don't have a problem with them at all. But the purpose we try to get are religious. All religions are practiced and understood in a manner which is intended. That's all I'm trying to show you. So I'm practiced with people who doing it the way I feel is the right way, or I wouldn't be there. Your lifestyle choice, be it Christian, Islamic, Judaism, is all a way of life, and aka just a religion. And if you are a good Muslim, much respect to you. I know some of them too. Jews, same thing. So I don't have a problem with nobody's religious concept or practice. Spirituality is what I dwell. That's my conceptual principles that I live by. And it's really just advanced religion. Because what? You live it daily. And it's part of studying, it's part of living it. Why? Because you're learning and you're living what you're learning. So if you study it, you're learning. And if you live what you're learning, you're bettering yourself. That's a spiritual concept. That's all. Religion concepts seem pretty much, but a lot of people get away with not holding themselves accountable. But right thing philosophy, every individual is accountable for themselves. Never mind what he doing, what she doing, or what I'm doing. What are you doing? I'm concerned myself with how many people practice right thing philosophy. Those who do will know who they are and they see the benefits for themselves. That's all. Now, when you're spiritually, again, enlightened, you live by your spiritual disciplines. You don't learn it just to know it. I see people quote scripture. Are you living the quote? Are you fulfilling what you said, or you just because it sounds good and it's apropos for a scenario that fit the purpose? If you ain't living it, you know how I feel about that. But spiritual discipline is to keep you doing what? The right thing. That's it. Religion, hold yourself accountable, it's the same thing. If you're living right, whatever religion you came, and you're following a religious concept, they all do the same thing. Serve and get you to God to by living a certain concept and being a certain way. All of them do the same thing. Get you to God. I was given my mission is to get you to God. I just teach a concept and a philosophical point of view that'll make that happen for you. I don't preach it to you. If I did that, I have a Bible in my hand. I teach. Okay, understand that. And I know you can get there with knowledge and practicing and employing what you learn. I did it. So that's why I do what I do. Right thing philosophy, here you go, holds you, the individual, accountable to live by what you learn, the lessons that you receive, and that's how you receive your blessings. Living right ain't just well. You got a direct connection. Somebody's watching. That's why I used to wear the eye. That's the purpose of the eye. He sees all. And if your heart is pure and your actions and good deeds are done without selfish intent, that's recognized. Somebody have eye, not man. So don't try to impress man. Impress your higher self. Okay? It's a spiritual mind thing. Right thinking philosophy is a way of life. I keep telling you that since I started. You can call it a way of life. I do, but it's not a religion. Religion is meant to help you, and that's what right thinking philosophy is. But you have to do a little more work. Okay? That's all. You can't just believe what I'm saying. No, you have to implement what I'm saying, pay attention to what I'm saying, and learn and live it so it becomes yours. That's how you master yourself. I fellowship with religious people. Again, like-minded, God-fearing people that's Christian, that's doing and living a Christian concept that I feel comfortable with being around and being involved with. If I was embarrassed or didn't think they'd do, I wouldn't be there. That's the feather for them. Why? They don't know that. They ain't concerned themselves with how they appear to me, I'm sure. But I'm watching to say, well, I love what's going on in my spiritual environment at church. So if you don't feel that way about the place you're going to worship, find a different place. I'm just saying, all of them ain't like that. I know that. Trust me, I know that. So just saying. I fellowship with religious people, yeah, and I'm learning their concepts, and they ain't no different, pretty much than mine. But for me, it's more elementary. Why? Because all this is just common sense. Get to the, but it's all good. Again, like I said, I'm practicing their concepts, and I see they work. If they use them, I can see why they work. The spiritual rituals, watch this. These are all spiritual rituals, and they're all like religious. What? So that when you practice them daily, that's what you do. It becomes a way of life. So it becomes a religious concept, religion, a way of life. Same thing. But let me break it down a little more. Right thinking philosophy gives you life lessons that you can practice daily, aka becomes a way of life, a Maya philosophy. Live the structure, live by the rules and principles set forth, and you'll be fine. When we get together for right thinking philosophy class every week, we are practicing a ritual, be it studying and spiritual knowledge and being transferred, knowledge being it's still a ritual. If I was standing there and praising the Lord and with the Bible, it's still be a ritual. They do it on Sundays. I just do mine on Thursdays. All right. When we get together, okay, that's good. Now I teach you how what to know God with what knowledge of self, and once you learn the spiritual lessons that I give you, the spiritual truths concept, you put them into effect, live them. You know for yourself. That's called self manifestation. Not believe what somebody tell you, but put what you're told to use and see if it works for you. That's all. I know they do. I teach right thinking philosophy when daily or weekly. Daily, I'm doing this. Weekly, I have a structured curriculum that I give to my class to walk them along the steps to get them to know themselves with knowledge and understanding of themselves from a different perspective, not the Bible. They're starting to catch on and understand, and it's starting to work for them. So yeah, trust me. And when I teach right thinking philosophy daily or weekly, it's a ritual. I practice it for the purpose of enlightening those who want to practice my philosophical concepts. I can't just wait that one day a week. No, I got to do this every day. So that's why I do what I do. And the difference is here, I can pretty much go anywhere I want. In class is the structured curriculum. That's the difference. All right, here you go. Now, watch this. I pray daily. I meditate and I work out when daily. That's a ritual that I practice. That's being spiritually disciplined. Hold yourself accountable to me. I don't have to go there to the gym. I don't have to go out and meditate. I don't have to get on my knees and pray and give thanks. I have to do none of those things. I choose to. That's the difference. If this is what you want to do, that's what you do. And only person who get benefit from that will be you. So understand that you're not doing it for accolades. You're not doing it for no. You're doing it for yourself. Self-preservation, self-improvement, knowing that self. Anything that got to do with self that you control, you should want to master any aspect of yourself. Religion and spirituality at one time were like the yin and the yang. Why? Because religion harbored enough spirituality in it, and spirituality harbored enough religion in it that they work simultaneously together. They still work pretty much in harmonious understanding, but one's over here, others over there. I got just enough religion in me to be religious, but religion got just enough spirituality in it to be considered spiritual. You understand what I'm saying? All right, let me try to break it down better. Religion and spirituality at one time like the yin and the yang. You know, each one got their own thing, but they got just enough, a little bit of other. Okay, like men, women, we got male, female hormones. That's the concept. All right, religion, spirituality. You need both. But some of us can have one without the other. Watch this. I tell you, spiritual people are not religious. Knowing God makes you spiritual. When I came to fellowship with my religious people, I let my pastor know, I'm not coming here looking for God. I know God. I come here to fellowship and worship with you guys to God. And what I heard, a lot of people asking God for, I can tell you that. And it's amazing because now I'm hearing them give thanks to God. I also tell you, religious people are not spiritual. They believe in God. Sometimes that's not enough. But if your belief will force you to do the right thing and follow your beliefs that you're supposed to, you'll be fine. Why? Because that's how it's done. If your belief ain't strong, your faith ain't embedded in what you're doing, you're gonna be short-sighted. You ain't gonna get what you want out of it. You're gonna get frustrated and disappointed because you and God ain't blessing you. Your prayers ain't getting answered. That nonsense. But if you live right, do right, they always become taken care of. That's why the people who do it, do it. I'm one of them. There's a difference, watch this, in those who know God from those who believe in God. It's okay to have belief in God, but at a certain point, you got to have that but God moment where it wakes up and realizes, okay, I no longer got to believe. Why? Now I know. Belief, bye bye. Now I know God. So you speak from a more confident space. Now, I believe in God. I believe He'll answer my prayers. I believe all that. No, that's simple. No, 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 no. Confident. Knowing is confident. Believing is, yeah, I ain't too sure, but no, that's the difference. So I'm comfortable in my position knowing God. Our ancients were spiritual first, and to know themselves and to know God for themselves. I can tell you, I can teach you, I can instruct you, I can point you, but I can't do it for you. That's the difference. I want you to do it for yourself because that's the only way it's going to work. Religion, watch this. Oh, yeah, okay, no, watch this. No, religion, yeah. If religion, when misunderstood and mistaught, is spiritually dead. It's just a bunch of jibber jabber about a concept that really don't serve you well. Why? If you misunderstand and misinterpret it, you're gonna get nothing out of it. Same thing with right there in philosophy. That's why I try to break it down. So in order for you to get it and use it, you need to understand it. There should be no blank spots in your right thing of philosophy. Why? You need to know everything you need to do. Why? Because that's what it's all about. Breaking, explaining it down. Preachers proclaim, teachers explain. I want to explain everything you have to do so that you can actually do it for yourself. That's teaching. Sorry about that. But yeah, the whole concept is here we down here, we down here. Okay, okay. Now, and again, when it's misunderstood, it's pretty much. I done been to churches. I didn't feel no spirit at all. Man, I know that scares me. Why? Because this is supposed to be the house of spirituality, and when you come to my house, my church, oh, it's full of spirit. So that's the difference. I know that much. So when it's done correct, and it's when it's done, it's a beautiful thing. Trust me. That's my point. So spirituality, let me wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you. Let me get you up out of here. Spirituality is a way of life, serving God. Religions now serve man, aka Jesus. I'm not serving a man. Understand that. Religion is supposed to link you back to your essence, self, higher self, aka God. But any, let's see, oh, by any is names God the same. So if you are practicing religion, they telling you Jesus, they telling you Christ. No, I want God. Get me there and we'll be fine. Okay. Spirituality gives you what? Spiritual truth to do what? To live by. And spiritual discipline will keep you doing what you need to do for yourself. That's how it's done. Hold yourself accountable and do what you need to do for you. And everything that you wish and want will come to you. Welcome what you're after. But if you put the work in and do what you need to do, you just welcome what you're after. Why? Because it'll find its way to you. Somewhere that's a phrase, somewhere I heard that. All right, here you go. Now, religious disciplines are not what? Something tied up to be my minute. Okay, excuse me. Religious disciplines are not followed up by many Christians. Why is that? They know the rules. Everybody got the same rules again. But as a Masonic Mason, we all follow the same rule. We had good Masons, yeah, not so good Masons. So whatever there is, we already know that the effort by the individual will dictate that individual. But we all get the same opportunities. We all given spirit. We all given conscious free will. The rest is up to every individual. So, well, why God let this happen? Why God didn't stop with that nonsense? What about you? Let God do what God do. Spirituality, so watch this now. Spiritual disciplines, aka right thinkers, will live right daily out of what? The desire to serve what? Their higher self and fellow man. Couldn't care less. So I don't know where this idea comes from that I'm doing, but yeah, I know I didn't have that. That's not my agenda. That's not what I was. Another lesson. Let me wrap this up and get appreciated. Religion is man's man-made dogma. So don't keep trying to sell me on, well, this is God. No, 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 no. I can dig you following it. I can go with that. But don't tell me what I know it's not. That's all I'm saying. Now, what right thinking philosophy is our ancient spiritual truths, aka Maya philosophy. That I use as a way of life, but that's what I follow in my life. And it seemed to work out pretty well for me and those who follow my views and concepts. So take it for its worth. Try it. You may like it. I do. I'll be back. I got more.